to case and email to case. So lead, what is a lead? Lead is this is some standard object, right? So yesterday we created one lead, right? And whatever we did yesterday was just a manual process, and today we'll do some automation. Similar process, whatever we did yesterday, but today we'll do automated process. So suppose there is a case, and the case is just like whenever whenever lead city, so whenever lead city is Ranchi, whenever lead city is Ranchi, I want the owner, to be Ranchi Q, right? So whenever the lead city is Ranchi, I want the owner should be Ranchi Q, right? So this is a case, and you can assume it as a criteria also, right? So this is considered to be a criteria. So the criteria is whenever the lead city is Ranchi, the owner will automatically the it will take Ranchi Q as owner automatically. That whenever the lead city is Ranchi, suppose we create a lead record, right? And in that lead record, we select the city as Ranchi, right? So I want, and I am the creator, right? And I am the creator, so I am the owner here. But I want the owner to be changed in place of myself. Is it if the lead city is Ranchi, right? The owner automatically will become Ranchi Q. So let's do this. Just you please consider as a criteria. If I put here case, then lead and case, though those are these two are lead and case. These two are standard object. So maybe it may be a misunderstanding. Therefore, let us consider it as criteria, right? So here we'll go to assignment rules. Yesterday we created, right? Yesterday we created lead record, and there we changed uh, the owner to Ranchi Q, and it was done manually. Today we are doing the same thing, but it should be automated, right? So here uh, you can see lead assignment rules. So click on that. And here you can see there are some standard lead rules, right? And this lead rule is active. So we have to create a new lead rule. So just click on new, and rule name, what Ranchi leads. Suppose this is the lead name, and make this active and save this. Yes. So you can see that the standard lead rule, which was active earlier, is now inactive. So at a time, there is only one active rule, right? Therefore, we made this rule active, and the one earlier, which was earlier active, has become inactive, right? So let's go to our uh, rule. So you can see that here, rule entries. There, this is the place where our criteria will work. So let's go to the new. And what is the criteria? The criteria is, okay, here you can see sort order. So there may be 10 or 12 rules, 20 rules, right? So there may be several rules. So we should have to give this number. Like suppose this is our first rule. So let us give it as number one. And in field, so field is quite clear. Lead city equals Ranchi. So this is the criteria whenever the lead city is Ranchi. I want the queue to be Ranchi queue. So select it from the lookup, and now you can see there is an option called email template. So if you want to keep some email template, then you can select any email template from the lookup, right? And if not, leave it as it is and just save it. So you can see that we have saved, and the criteria is city equals Ranchi. So we have created. Now we will check it. We'll test it out. Has it been created or not? So go to the apps, sales. Here you can see leads. Go to leads and just create a new lead. Suppose this is test lead. Company. And this is our criteria. Whenever the lead city is Ranchi, so lead status anything. Suppose this, leave it as open. A rating, you can give any rating, or you can leave it. This is not a mandatory field. Only you have to check whether not leave any mandatory field blank. And here there is an option, assign using active assignment rule, right? Suppose you are looking at this here, like this lead owner is me, right? So this is the name of the lead owner. Now make it active and save it. So we have created a lead, and yes, this is the lead, test lead. So you can see that Ranchi Q is the lead owner, right? And we have not done anything. It has been automatically assigned to Ranchi Q. There is also an object called case, right? So case is also a standard object. You can see cases. So this is also a standard object. Now suppose when a case is generated, suppose you recharge your mobile. While recharging, uh, if something goes wrong, right, then you call the customer care and you raise your issue, and the person who is getting your details make a ticket, right? So he will make a ticket, and due to your issue, it has become a case. So that is considered to be a case, right? So cases are originated from somewhere, like whatever, like if you put an issue with your mobile, right? If you call to customer care, then the case the case origin becomes mobile, yeah, or phone, right? And if you do it from your email, then the case origin becomes uh, email, right? So if there is a problem while recharging, then you contact your customer care while from your mobile. So suppose there is a case, similar case, and the case has been originated from phone, right? So the case has been originated from phone, and if there is any case that is originated from phone, so I want to assign this case to Ranchi queue. So is the criteria clear? The criteria, right, whose origin is phone. Whenever there is a case whose origin is phone, I want this case to be assigned to Ranchi queue. Right. So it's clear case and criteria of this case.
Yes.
Okay. So let's create this. Go to setup. Here we'll have to search. Here you can see that there is an option case assignment rules. So click on that. Yes, there is also a standard case assignment rule, and it is active. Similar process what we have did earlier. So we'll do the similar process exactly alike. Click on new. Here this is phone phone cases, right? So make it active and save it. So this has become active. Now go to this phone cases, and here we have to fill the criteria. So go to new, similar order, it's order 1, and according to our criteria, the criteria is when the case origin, so case origin equals to phone. So there is a field phone. Yes, there is a field. Insert. If there is no lookup value, then we'll have to put it manually, right? And if there is a lookup value, then you can select it. And here uh, I want to assign it as in queue. And which queue? To Ranchi queue. Email template, you can leave it, and these options are optionally, so leave it and just save this. So we have created, and similarly we will test it out. So refresh it. So we'll create a new case in which phone field is mandatory. So you can see the case owner is the creator. So contact name, leave it, it's not mandatory. Status new priority was medium. Case origin, here you can see case origin, this is the required field. And suppose, let's suppose any contact, suppose this Vina IT Solutions or Jack Rogers, let it be Jack Rogers. So is there anything mandatory left? No, I think one thing, assign it and save it. So we have created a case, and here you can see the case owner is Ranchi Q, status is new, priority is medium. So this is a case number and contact name is Jack Rogers. You can see his contact and case origin is phone, right? So everything what was in the criteria, it is created, and you can see the case owner has been changed from the creator to this assigned. So I hope it's clear.
Yes.
Okay, now we'll see about web to lead. So what's web to lead? Web to lead, that means anything which is created from outside outside of Salesforce, right? Just just assume what we have did earlier. We have created some records while fetching from a created folder or file, right? By using data import. Yes. So we have created some records by using data import wizard, and uh, we can create any manual records just by form filling, right? So any manual records can be created just by form filling or by using data loader or by using data import wizard. So these are the ways to create. But there is also a way. There is another way to create to create a record, and that is from web also, right? So suppose there are some contact forms, right? Whenever you log into any, suppose the LIC or if you want a loan, then you have to fill some form, right? And while you submit, you will get messages. So how you get messages? There might be some record created on their server also, right? So there might be some records created on their server, and they have sent you mails to your address, email address, right? So we'll see that those things here. So suppose so is it clear what I'm saying? Okay, let's try to do this, then I hope will become more clear. Suppose this is a form, right? So whenever you fill your first name, last name, email address, and all the things, right? And when as you submit this, it goes to a person, the person who has created this, right? So let's go to our, here we will search for web to lead. So you can see web to lead, an option. So click on that. So first thing you need to check whether it is enabled or not. If it is not enabled, then you have to go to edit and enable it, right? And if it is enabled, and you just go to create web to lead form. Here you can see uh, there are several fields. One field I want to mention, that is phone field, right? So select it and navigate it. And here you can see that there is a web address. There is a URL. So what URL I want to give? Suppose whenever this criteria is fulfilled, right? Whenever this criteria is fulfilled, I want that it will head the user to our page, right? To the page I want. Suppose I want it to, for example, Google. Let it as an example. And if you want to include CAPTCHA, so you can include, and if you don't want, then don't include it. Now generate. So you can see a form is generated, right? So copy it and notepad, open the notepad, paste it here and save it. While saving, please keep in mind one thing, that it should be in .html format, like its name, right? So case 2, what we have done, web to lead form dot html, and now save it. So it got saved here. Now finished. So just go to our form created. Here we will fill some information, like first name is Aman. So you can fill it like anything you can fill, right? So state here is Jharkhand, and phone number is something, and now submit it. So as you submit, it will head to this page, right? I have given this address, so it will head you to this page, and just go to cases. So now we have created, right? And we will test this. So go to cases. I've recently viewed all open cases. I have created cases or lead. Okay, go to lead. Yes. Bina IT, this was created earlier. All open leads. Yes, here you can see Aman test, right? And its owner is Ranchi Q. So whatever we have filled in the form, right? Whatever we have filled in the form, it due to this a record has been created, a lead has been created, right? So we have created web to lead. Now suppose if we create another uh, test2, suppose test2, last name is xyz xyz@gmail.com, company abc, company, city, suppose city, let us change it. uh, so now check it whether a record has been created here or not. So it was test2 xyz, right? abc, and according to our criteria, what was our criteria? Whenever the city is Ranchi, the owner will automatically change as Ranchi Q. So here our city is Patna in Bihar, right? So that's why the owner has not been changed, right? So I hope it's clear. If I change its city, then it will automatically change its owner to Ranchi Q. I hope it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes,
now
sir.
move on to our next case. This was web to lead, and now we'll see about web to case. Similar process. So you'll have to do some exactly alike things. Having that web to case for your assignment, right? And we'll move on to next section. Is it clear? Will you able to do it? You just have to visit to. You just have to go to uh, settings, right? I'm showing you the steps. Okay, let me create it. So now here we'll search for case, sorry, web to case. So click on web to case. So it's enabled, and its origin is email. No, web. Wait, its origin is web. So these are the basic settings. Only you have to see whether it is web to case is enabled or not, and just save it. Now go to web to case HTML generator. A similar looking page will appear, and here you can give suppose priority, and we'll do the same, leaving captcha, and just generate. Similarly copy it, and in your notepad and while saving, just name it as web to case form dot html, desktop, save it, and finished. Now we'll test it out. There you can see web to case. So open it, and contact name, suppose These are web cases. Contact name should be any name you can give. Suppose a mobile recharge regarding problem, and any email ID, any phone number, subject, mobile recharge failed, and yes, priority, anything, medium, high, low. Now we'll see whether a case has been created or not. So here go to cases. All open cases. Yes, you can see that mobile recharge failed. There is a case, and its priority is high. So there is a case created from outside. I have not created anything in Salesforce, right? So I have created one. I have raised one issue, and the issue has created one case in the application. We have one more functionality for today. Whatever we assigned, that is email to case. So let's go to email to case. Similar kind of situation. Whenever whenever we raise some issue from our email ID, right? Then this will take similarly. So for this, I have to first go to, yes, you can see that email to case. So click on that email to case and continue it. So if it is not enabled, enable email to case. If it is not enabled, just edit and enable it. If it is not enabled, you can't get any message, right? And here you can see that let's Salesforce handle on-demand service. So you have to enable it also. Just enable it, and any option, just save it. Yes. So routing addresses. What is the routing addresses? So you have to create one. For creating, go to new, and suppose what could be the routing name. So whenever there is any case, I want the support team to admit it, to see it. So I want any case to be go to support team. So support team, let it support team, and email address. I have to give some valid email address. So, and apart from email address, for email address, I have to give a different email address. Whatever is in my org, I have to give a different email address from that. Is it clear what I am saying about email address?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the different email address. Now, yes, you can see task setting, create task from email. Or leave it, just see case setting, and the case owner is some queue member. The priority could be high and case origin is email. Right. So this is a criteria kind thing. Whenever the case origin is email. So this is like that and save it. As we have created, you can see that uh, it needs to verify. So verify it, and for verification an email has been sent to. So I need to check whether I have got email or not. So let it open. So as soon as I click on verify, it sent an email. Yes, you can see that verify your Salesforce email routing address, right? So open it, and you can see a link. To confirm the email routing address, click this link. So click it and continue. So continue it from here also. Now the status is showing verified, right? So it is showing verified. Now we'll go to cases. Yes. And after this, go to our email. So let's reply it. So anything just for testing, and send this. Okay, you just try doing it, right? We'll check it tomorrow.